So, this will require a few layers of your own personal imagery. The challenge here is to allow the imagery to create as the voice and the imagery as the voice to create within yourself. The heart is a resonance process, and what I am assisting here is the resonance process. And so we're just going to increase that resonance for all listeners, past, present, and future. This teaching is designed to give energy to your frequency, to your knowingness, to your wisdom. Breathe, relax, for this is advanced levels of clearing to the heart. Breathe and relax. Come into oneness, whatever that truly means to you in that moment. Come into unity, whatever that means to you in this moment. Allow all distractions to fall away. Allow your knowingness to expand. Allow your life force to be at its highest potential. For we are about to go on a journey. And this is a journey of the heart, its understanding of perspectives, and how perspectives create misunderstandings, and how misunderstandings create processes within us that have mind trails that lead us into nowhere. Summon in your mind the medical image of what a heart looks like. Just breathe and relax further into you. Breathe deeper. I want you to see an open heart, the medical image of what a heart looks like. A heart that has a chest that does not cause fear in you, for you are not a being of fear. Allow yourself to see the image of the heart, the muscles, the valves, aorta, the veins. This is the physical representation of what started you as a little micro being when a sperm and egg met, and the first cells that were created made the heart. This is your first step into knowingness. This heart muscle has grown to a stage that you are at, beating softly. And it's been part of every single experience that you've ever had. This beautiful little heart has grown into your knowingness. The heart muscle has grown to the stage that you are at today. And it's part of every experience that you have ever been and every experience you'll ever have in the past, present, or future. Give this heart muscle love. This is the very essence of your self-loving being, bringing that energy into this heart muscle that is inside you. Bring it rainbows, butterflies, wisdom, knowingness, life story, experience, joy, happiness, and all those things that make this life great. This heart muscle is your interacting point of consciousness. It is the moving frequency of time. Allow this heart muscle to have complete and total access to your brain, wisdom, intellect, sympathetic, parasympathetic systems. Allow this heart muscle neural access to all parts of your physical body that have been disconnected through trauma or spirit energy. Allow this heart muscle to come into union with the spinal column and all other fascia around the heart muscle. Allow this to relax, so the heart is not under pressure from the body. Oftentimes we take damage to the heart from loved ones or those that have caused us trauma or pain. It goes to the fluid energy inside the pericardium. Summon the image of a pericardium around your heart. Send energy to the very fluid that is the center of the pericardium. Understand every cell and atom that's within the fluid sac needs to be revitalized, refilled, repaired, renewed, and recycled. For there is where we hold some of the most ancient parts of this lifetime and of other lifetimes too. Go directly into the values that create the pumping action. See inside your blood, your very life essence flow. Focus your intellect upon this heart muscle and pumping action. Allow your intellect to understand how this pumping of the blood, the spiritual machine that started you at birth as the most vital organ in your body, it must have complete and total access to the being you are on all levels of awareness, in full protection with the I Am Self now. There can no longer be any form of dislocation, mislocation, or non-access. The heart is where we began. It is not a point to be misused. Allow the energy in. The heart is surrounded by the pericardium, a protective sac that holds fluid. So when the heart is pumping at higher or lower rates, the fluid assists the pumping of the muscles, so it does not have to use as much energy. See this frequency. See this pericardium as the shell of the heart. Here is where we must make the conscious application of the sacred, so the heart muscle is in alignment with this meditation. Can you expand the heart's green and red energy? Flow with it. See this login energy into the pericardium as it cleans like a power washing system, like a car going through a car wash, a thunderstorm coming through your heart. Allow this deep into you, that cleansed feeling with protective armor around your heart. You must empower this with new imagery. The pericardium is now the filter, so time is not as damaging to the heart. The pericardium filters out all negative frequencies and then allows your heart more frequency when the mind experiences no time. In this moment of no time, the heart and mind are no longer disconnected by resonant frequency. Empower and imprint this into your pericardium. The pericardium must now be regularly cleaned as part of your meditative upkeep. This is your continuous upkeep of your spiritual beliefs and processes. Focus on your central nervous system. It is the co-creating and interconnected with every beat of the heart, with every action of every cell, within every creation of fluid excretion that creates some form of biomechanical reaction. The heart is completely a part of it. You must bring your awareness into that heart muscle, connected to its shell pericardium, to no time. Bring your mind, your intellect, your ego, your sympathetic, your parasympathetic into that heart muscle. Those are all the connections you need in this reality. That is your central nervous system. Bring them into sacred neutral witness, in spiritual court of equity. From the heart muscle that began at birth, declare that frequency inside your heart. Illuminate all aspects of your central nervous system like branches of trees going off in every direction, with roots going off in all directions of you. Bring that golden frequency of light to the roots and branching system of the central nervous system. Allow your mind that's within your body, your heart, to co-create with this golden light flowing to all parts of your body, mind, and soul. Challenge your intellect to have the imagery and discipline to co-create the light source. Challenge your sympathetic to allow your body this experience. Challenge your parasympathetic to let down and allow the mystical to occur. In this moment of full light from the heart, we must understand walking forward means we have to understand the very blood within the body. That is that the heart is pumping at all times. We must go into the bone marrow and note what is there. Breathe. At this moment, go and summon an image of your skeletal system. Right in front of you, that is you. Wherever there is a hollowness in the bone, there is marrow producing blood cells that is connected to a system that brings blood into the body. This is your central focus. Breathe. Breathe into your bone marrow. All those hollow points within the bone that create blood. Your femur is one of these areas that creates marrow. Your ribs, your arms. All this is constantly creating blood about every 56 days. Here is where you take command from the heart that is connected to all fluid and interactive systems through the central nervous system, to the blood, to the marrow. Go into the marrow and create this golden light. Every aspect of it is saturated. All of the current blood in my system is now clean and cleansed instantaneously with this golden light. All aspects in the blood that are bringing out an illusion of the heart, mind, or soul are now converted with this golden light into creation, inspiration, and dreams. The heart is a transmutation vessel of life force. Anything in its blood can be transmuted at will. When connected with the I Am heart, fetus being, for the higher purpose of clearing and understanding our own reality. Take this knowledge deep into your mind. Connect it to the heartbeat of you. Allow the blood to be cleared deeply, infinitely, into those 56 days. You will have to go back and look at your blood and understand we take on the energy from others into our blood. Some at the surface of our auras and others deep into our blood. We must actively clear that blood, much like saging a room. The next step of your visualization is the depth of your marrow. This is where you put the next imprint of what you want out of life. It is where we begin to seek the mystical and sacred. When you begin to imprint it, it's upon the bone marrow that will be creating the blood for the next 56 fraud days. Make this command to all marrow cells. I want inspiration, mystical experience that I'm able to process, understand, and not be afraid of. I want mystical contact with my guides, my angels, my guardians, so that I can return with full understanding or enough understanding to co-create a future in which I go forth with my own divine source power. These are the types of imprints you want to bring. Allow your mind a moment here to create one for yourself. For each time you go into the marrow, you always want to double down. Put more upon it, because this is your ability to co-create as a multidimensional being and channel your own agenda for the very blood within you. For the blood that is to be produced for the next 3 days, you are under special energies. You are bringing the highest form of co-creation and spirit into my being, so I may see higher frequencies, so I may shed off inner traumas and transmute any heart damage into joy and happiness, so I may summon more strength to make more of my soul present. It is your divine co-creative right to speak and embody these words. The next layer is now your heart chakra, your energy center, the aural energy system that creates the photonic light intersection of a soul stream manifest in the body of now. It is a spiraling green frequency front and back, through your heart, front and back. I want you to bring the image of your own face and overlay it over your heart, mind, and soul. That is your residual image of this lifetime. Your heart, your face, this is the I Am presence now. Past versions of you have different residual images, but share the same soul frequency of light. You must connect this being of residual image to this being of the heart. You must clear out the medulla that chooses adrenaline action before heart-based action. Actively connect your heart here. Actively focus on your heart and follow the connection to your medulla oblongata at the back of the head. Pause. Actively disconnect the medulla from direct adrenal gland action or any emotional response that's not directly related with heart space action. The heart will always know when to act or react, for it has learned very much over this lifetime how this reality works. State to your heart, I am not afraid of light switches turning on or off. I shall not have a flinch response ready for something in an invisible corner. I turn off all systems of paranoia and allow myself, this being that was born in this technology, who's gone through the birth and the great forgetting and great remembering of who I am, I bring forth into that being. I disempower the sympathetic and parasympathetic central nervous system from creating any new programs and delete any other programs that disconnect this I am from this central nervous system. All my ability to co-create with my blood, my bone marrow, and my chakra system. Allow that imagery of your mind and your face and the heart interconnected through the central nervous system as one, interconnected in co-creating with every single blood cell that is in you as one. Take this imagery to the next level and you will have your moment, your mystical moment of your experience every day of your life. See you in the dream world. And breathe. Breathe into your conscious awareness of now. Allow the golden light within you to amplify above, through your crown, ready to engage with the frequencies from the sun coming in, preparing yourself for the energies to come. Beautiful. Thank you to Galactic Historian.